Wolverine is the second movie in the Wolverine trilogy. It's a sequel to X Men Origins Wolverine, as well as X Men The Last Stand, because it's set after the events of that one, where Wolverine is traumatized after having to kill his love interest, Jean Grey, and to stop her from being a genocidal maniac. So, yes, there's spoilers in this. So he's trying to remain a bit of a pacifist and not give in to violence, but he loses temper occasionally. And one day he's approached by this Japanese lady named Yakiro, and she's a pretty cool swordswoman. I love when she shows up with sword skills in this bar fight. How she slashes her sword around and she cuts this guy's beer bottle in half and cuts the leg off his chair and cuts this other guy's things the other guy was gonna hit with. Just it's so funny. There's a lot of great humor in this movie. I love Wolverine's one-liners too, like "Go screw yourself, hey boy," and like it's, like he interrogates this guy saying, you got 10, give me 10 words, tell me what I want to know. If I don't like it, you're gonna get it." And he tells the truth, and Wolverine throws him over a balcony. He's like, "I told you what you wanted to know. I didn't like it." And he lands in a pool, the hotel pool, and this Yuriko says, "I know it was a pool. I didn't." And okay, he goes to Japan to talk to this guy named Yoshida, who is an old acquaintance, and because Yoshida's dying and he was still Wolverine goodbye. He also wants other stuff. I'm not gonna give too many spoilers away, but those that have seen it, so Wolverine says no, and then at the guy's funeral, when he supposedly dies, they are attacked by these Yakuza gangsters because the guy was a businessman who had ties with the Yakuza, and Wolverine has to evade all these Yakuza assassins as well as these ninjas who are after him too. I love the fight with the ninjas, although I wish it was longer. I know there's an unrated version that's more bloody and more what Wolverine should be, and the fight with the ninjas is longer than that one. I haven't seen that version. I've only seen the theatrical cut. And also, this is the first X Men movie I saw in theaters. Only saw the other films when they were on DVD. When I bought them. I love Hugh Jackman's performances. He's great as always. And I love this female assistant with the bad guy, Viper. Her her character, she has this like poisonous tongue that she infects people with and kills them, and she uses it to drain some of Wolverine's healing powers and transfer it to this. I'm just a spoiler anyway. Yashida, who wants Wolverine's powers to live longer because he's dying, and because she did that, Wolverine is bleeds when he's wounded and he can't stop, and he needs medical attention for the first time, so he's more vulnerable now, more invincible, less invincible. So he has to try real hard not to get hurt or killed. And Ashida becomes the Silver Samurai from the comics. I didn't grow up with X Men comics. I didn't collect comics as a kid. So a lot of superheroes. I just knew them from all these movies and TV shows that were on when I was little. Um, I looked up some stuff about some of these characters, and Yoshida is based on Silver Samurai, and Viper was a character in the comics. And Wolverine's love interest, Mariko, she was also a character in the comics, so was Yoshida. And I think that Yoshida and Wolverine had better chemistry than him and Mariko did, even though, ironically, Yoshida in the comics, I think she's a lesbian. Akio, or whatever you say her name is. But I think her and Wolverine would have made a better couple than him and Mariko. Whatever. I like the guy who plays Mariko's fiance. He's a good archer who's pretty good with a bow and arrow and also good with a katana. And Yoshida's son that Wolverine fights a duel with. I love the I love the claws versus samurai swords fight. And what I love most about this movie is that it's set in Japan because I love samurai movies. I love movies about Japanese culture and kung fu and samurai and ninjas and oh, this reminds me of some classic old Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee movies, and there's old classic samurai movies from Akira Kurosawa. Um, it's pretty good that you throw all that in this superhero movie, and it's less of a superhero movie and more of like a one man army action movie, similar like Rambo and stuff with Clint Eastwood, Sylvester Stallone that we got as kids. Must be the garbage man. Anyway, this is a good movie, and I recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. I give it 2 thumbs up. And there's a surprising scene in the in the middle of the end credits, in case you're wondering. Not gonna spoil the cameos, but it's a big surprise. Um, my only issue with this movie is, well, I don't think I have much of an issue with it. Although there are a few plot holes, but I'll discuss that in the when I review Days of Future Past, because the plot holes continue in that one too. All right, that's my review for now. Thank you and God bless. Bye.